As we come through, we're going to get ourselves a run straight away. So the timer should be back to normal. The game is up and running. I do need to check. Are we disabling the supersonic music or not? Let's find out. There we go. Video game. Don't worry about the screen. Mania is a bit weird like that, so don't worry about it. Mania is a bit weird about that, so we're just going to get ourselves underway here. Making sure that we are ready. Debug mode is not on. We're going to delete the save data. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready to go, because this is Sonic and Tails. Good ending in Sonic Mania. So, we are ready to go in 3, in 2, in 1, and away we go. So this is the latest classic Sonic game to be released, and my god, is it absolutely amazing. So what we're going to be doing here is we are going to be grabbing ourselves all the Chaos Emeralds, and we'll be doing it in about 10 minutes or so. And what we've got is we've got this really cool ability known as the Drop Dash. Now, the Drop Dash here allows us to do like a mini spin dash charge in the air and immediately release it when we land. So we're going to be navigating our way through the big rings here, and we're going to jump to the right, jump back to the left, go back to the right again. Oh, we slowed down. This is bad. This is fine. So we're just going to keep going, keep bouncing our way as fast as we can, grabbing the emerald just like that as we go through. Now, the reason that we can do this is because the game in the special stages allows us to effectively bunny hop as long as we alternate between left and right. And allows us to grab these emeralds really, really quickly. So we are just going to continue our way through these stages as quickly as we can. But don't blink on the special stages or you will miss them. So Sonic Mania here is designed in such a way where the nostalgic stages are made up of Act 1 and 2 of the original zones, whereas their Act 2s in Mania are filled with original gimmicks. So they may look the same, but they're filled with different abilities. They're filled with different things. So look forward to them when we see them. Right now, Green Hell Act 1 here has elements of Act 1 and Act 2 from the original Green Hell. And we're going through. But we are coming down now to our first boss fight here. I'm going to grab the invincibility because it's going to make it really easy for us to do it. As we come through, up and in. Here comes the boss. 6 hits on the boss, 3 on each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the boss is gone, just like that. Now, there are items underneath the stage here, just like in classic Sonic games. There are 3 items that are placed in set positions. If you have the signpost hit them, you will gain one of the hidden items. So coming in Act 2 here, Act 2's gimmick are these lovely little zip lines. So we got these zip lines. We won't be using many of them throughout the run here if we take the right route. So we're going to jump up onto this area, grab ourselves the drop dash to the speed shoes. Of course, the speed shoes allowing us to go super fast, making sure we go over the bridge, grabbing our first elemental shield of the run, which is the fire shield. Now, the fire shield here allows us to do a horizontal fire dash, will protect us from projectiles and protect us from fire damage. As we run through, big jump up and round, going the top right here as we are navigating our way to another special stage. Goodbye, fire shield, because fire plus war don't mix. As we run in, through, and round we go. Into the next area. Do not blink, because this is special stage 3. Round, through, and in we go. This one was actually changed in the Mania Plus update because everybody could grab this one fast. As a speedrunner, we can still grab it fast. In those stages, you're supposed to grab rings for time, and you're supposed to grab the blue spheres to gain speed to get to Mach 2 and Mach 3. With the bunny hopping strat here, we don't need to do any of that. That is Emerald 3 obtained. As we navigate our way down to the boss fight now, which is a big death egg robot. Dun dun dun. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any hitbox in his legs, so we can just bounce underneath him here. Tails helping us by getting some hits there, allowing us to go through. And now we're going to get our buddy to help us throughout the run here. As we love the ability that we've been given in this game, which is Tails is actually controlled by the player 1 controller. His movements are about maybe half a second delayed compared to yours, but it allows you to control him as well as Sonic, which is really cool. As we come through to Chemical Plant, again, Chemical Plant, nostalgic stage here. So you'll see parts of Act 1 and Act 2 from Sonic 2 in this stage. And we're going to navigate our way through the top right here because we are going for as many big rings as we can. Big rings are routed in such a way where we're not losing as much time going for them now, and give supersonic to the earliest possible time. Jump at the third pillar, hit the fourth pillar area, bounce all the way across over the hole, grabbing emerald number 4. 4 of 7 already obtained. I told you, if you blink, you'll miss it. And as we come out this, we are 10 seconds away from Emerald 5. As we come through, go around, spin dash, jump, down, through, drop dash, right through. Holding left as we move around here. Sorry, holding right as we move down here. I know my directions. Now we hold left as we come up the top into the other big ring for special stage number 5. We start, we bounce to the right. We hold left, we bounce to the left. We hold right, we bounce to the right. And we grab the emerald even before the first corner. Emerald obtained, achieved. Now, we will not be getting any more emeralds in this stage. We will be getting our 6th emerald in Chemical Plant Act 2 and our 7th emerald in Studiopolis Act 1. So we're going to see if Tails here will stay with us, because if he does, he can give us a bit of a hand here. So again, Tails just following our inputs on a slight delay. When you jump and you hold up, Tails will fly, and that allows you to grab on. We will be using that to our advantage a number of times. Trying to do a big jump there, didn't quite get it. Drop dash didn't give us enough speed to get up the top. Down through, and we're just going to hold right. See if we can do some loop jumps here. Loop jumps, if you do them correctly, will give you a big boost of speed. If you do them wrong like I just did there, however, they will slow you down, but it's fine because this allows us to have our buddy Tails come with us to the boss fight. Can we get the boss in? Double hit. Here we come. Tails fly up to the boss at the top. Sonic spins and hits at the bottom. That is a double hit on the boss. This is damage boost the boss. The boss is going to hit us. When we use our invincibility frames, we're going to get another 2-3 hits on the boss here. He is going to then take the remaining hits, and away we go. That is Act 1. Looking at Act 2 here, you're already seeing the gimmick in this stage, and this gimmick is Flubber. You can see below us there, that is Dark Blue Flubber. Dark Blue Flubber will damage us. We don't want to touch that. But in this stage here, we also have Light Blue Flubber and Green Flubber. Light Blue Flubber will give us a small bounce, and Green Flubber, hence why it's named Flubber, will give us a really, really big bounce. And away we go. So we're going to land down into an area with a whole bunch of Flubber there. I'm going to land inside the little purple sphere here. Takes us up the DNA helix, up the spiral we go. Down into the blue tubes here. Always go down the blue colored tubes, not the red colored tubes, because the red ones take you to areas of the stage that you don't need to go to, and the blue ones will take us up. This is our first vertically based stage, and it is also our first stage with a cycle in it. So we're going to try and beat a box cycle. Unfortunately, taking a little bit of damage here, which we don't want to do, but we want to get a box cycle by a 1 minute 18 time. So we're just navigating our way through this level as quickly as we can, accidentally landing on a set of spikes there, which is interesting. Big jump over, hit the syringe there to turn the blue flubber into green flubber. Sniper, no snipey, as there's an enemy up there. We don't want him to snipe us, not a chance. As we run through, holding the jump button to bounce off the life box, getting up through to the 103 here. It's going to be tight if we can make this. Get the jump through. We got caught by the purple, which means we are not making the cycle, unfortunately. So this is going to be a 130 checkpoint instead of a 124. But that is a-okay. Big jump down. Running our way through. And then we were going to jump here, wait, jump, 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 jump. And away we go, up and in. So into the 124 cycle here instead of the 120, which means we get a 130 big ring here. This is special stage number 6, the hardest stage in the game. So we got to catch it. Got to be very careful here because we don't want to hit these mines. If you hit the mines, you'll lose 10 seconds of time. Okay, we're going to just play this safe now, video game. So normally you can maintain a lot of speed there, but it's fine. I have a backup. I'll just catch it by cutting the corner. Got to be very careful on those stages because if you hit a mine, you'll lose 10 seconds of time. If you hit that at high speed, you'll go careening right into mine 1, mine 2, and mine 3 and immediately fail the special stage. So while it wasn't fast, it was safer and we got it, so it's not a problem. And now we're coming into a really, really nostalgic boss fight. I absolutely love the fact that it's in the game as a casual player, but as a speedrunner, I hate it. It's time for Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Salt-Inducing Puyo Machine. We're playing a mix of Mean Bean and Puyo Puyo right now. So who's going to fill up the area with junk first? I apologize to all puzzle players in the room here. I am not a puzzle player. That much will be very evident. So yellow is going to be our color of choice by the looks of things. Yeah, yellow is definitely going to be our color of choice here. This is actually not bad. I do want to use that purple, but I want to get rid of the blue here to line this up. That gives us another green yellow, which is beautiful, but we can't use it to our advantage here. So we'll just put that there. Put that on top. This gives us another green purple, so I'll take the purple there. We've got another red, which is not great. Purple yellow, we'll just take that drop and away we go. This gives us like a mini hailfire here. Not the greatest hailfire in the world, but I'll take it. As we're lining up, and you can see the jump, and he actually jumped himself. Booyah! So the jump dropped in the third pillar there, which is exactly where we needed it to. So we are fine. That is what we are looking for. Finishing the stage. Not bad, buddy. Not the fastest one, but it's fine for me. I will take that. Nay bother. Nay bother. So into our first original stage of the game. It is Studiopolis. Fun fact, this was the stage that was initially pitched by Christian Whitehead and co. to Sega. So you get to see, this is what they sent to Sega and went, we want to make a game. And Sega thankfully said yes. So we're going to take the top route in here and we're going to grab as many of these rings and do as many of these little drop dashes as we can just to keep our speed going. Grabbing the speed shoes, but for once, it's not the speed shoes that we're interested in. We are interested in the rings. We've got 38. It's going to take us up to 41 here as we go into the big area there. Big jump up. Oh, we didn't quite get it. That's fine. A little bit further in at emerald number 7 here. Emerald number 7, we start by bouncing to the left, taking it back to the right, then a big jump run and keep it going from the left and the right, because what we want to do is we want to try and grab the emerald just as it comes over here. Did we grab it? Yes, we did. We got into his sphere of influence. The game says we caught it. We have now got all the chaos emeralds, which means we can now be supersonic. And any big rings we catch from now on will allow us to turn into supersonic immediately, as it gives us 50 rings. So we are currently at 41 rings here. We're going to get our last 10 rings as we come over this section. Big run, big jump, big over. Hit the button. Through you go. In, down, round. Going to grab ourselves the lightning shield here, because supersonic plus the lightning shield, very, very OP. All rings will now magnetize to us, which is really good. And of course, the lightning shield does have other special effects as well. It has the double jump, but you cannot do the double jump when you are supersonic. You'll only get the passive effect, not the active effect. This is Heavy Gunner. So there are going to be 3 missiles on screen, top, middle, bottom, aka 1, 2, 3. That's a 1. We want as many 1s as we can get. What we're going to do now is we're going to drop back to the left and go to a transition point. So we're just going to fly over to the earliest transition point that we get. We want 1 missiles because 1 missiles are the first one on the screen and they are the quickest one to hit the boss. As we run our way through here, what are we going to get? We got a 2. A 2 is not bad. So the red missile blows up, then the blue missile comes in. And we jump our way through. We fly our way up here. Hit the transition point. We want to be carried by Tails, because Tails will keep us on the top route of the stage, meaning we don't have to worry about any of the loops or anything that's down the bottom. What are we going to get? Are we going to get ourselves 1, 2, or 3? Ah, we got a 3. That's the slowest missile. You don't want to see that. You do not want to see the slowest missile going. Oh, we got 2 3s. That feels bad. Unfortunately, only 1 missile actually counts as hitting the boss here. So we hit the transition point and away we go. Staying on the top route for the final 1. Give us a 1 game. Give us a 1. Fingers crossed. We want a 1. Fingers crossed we want a 1. Yay! So we got a 1, 2, 3, 1. We got a 1, 2, 3, 1. Plenty of rings to finish with, and we will carry our lightning shield into Ant 2 here. As we are running our way through the stage. Slow down. Oh, a little bit too fast. So because I was a little bit too fast, you saw the signpost there do a little jump in the air. The faster you go, the higher it goes and the more time it wastes. Ideally, we don't want to see any of that. So we spin dash our way through. Away we go. We're going to get a jump off the slope here, as it does have classic Sonic physics. So if you jump from slopes, depending on the part of the slope you jump at, you can gain height or you can gain distance. Going to get past the little Orbinaut here. I'm sorry, mate. We didn't mean to take away your little orbs. I know you're upset. Eggman should never have placed you there. Feels bad. So running our way over, immediately getting supersonic, allowing us to go fast in Studiopolis Art 2 here. The inside of a film studio. With a little bit of gambling going on here. A little bit of gambling. You'll see the funnels coming up soon. So off the big bounce here, straight through, down and round. And then when you just double back on ourselves, get up this ramp, hit the springs. Make sure we face the right way, getting through the funnel really quickly there. Beautiful funnel. Keep going, big bounce up, down through and in. Slow ourselves down, jump up the top here to skip part of the stage. Down through and in, make sure we navigate our way through here. Accidentally getting hit by the funnel, so we're spinning around a little bit. And then we're effectively doing like a mini auto-scroller to the boss now. Don't really have to do much in the way of inputs here. Gonna try for some more loop jumps just to see if we can gain some super speed here. Loop jump 1. Nah, I think I want loop jump 2. Yeah, got speed in the loop jump 2. So we're gonna fly with Tails here for this boss. I swear this boss has mechanics, but it doesn't matter because Tails will obtain Supersonic's invincibility as long as he is holding Supersonic. And that ends that boss in a matter of seconds there. As the capsule is coming down here, if you listen very carefully to the background there, you'll hear an awesome noise. That noise is the noise that was on one of the reveal streams of Sonic Mania, and they have immortalized it in the game, which is amazing. As we come to the flying battery zone here, this is also a cycle-based stage. We want to get ourselves to the crushing platforms by around the 49-second mark, getting a little bit of a burnt booty there. But that is not a problem, as we're going to get ourselves a fire shield here. Let's see if we are still on cycle for the outside platform here. We're going to try and jump and fire dash our way over the pit here. Let's see if we can do it. Jump, fire dash over. No, we hit the platform because we got burnt. So unfortunately, nothing for us there. So we're going to restart the stage just to try and get the cycle here. That's because we got burnt at the start, which is not what we want to see. Oh, no, that's not what we want to see either. Getting burnt again. Yeah, this is definitely a bad start to the stage. But it's fine because we will navigate our way through it. We'll try it one more time. We'll see where the platform is. If the platform is at the very top of the cycle, you've got no chance of actually catching it. Yeah. That's the downside. If the platform is at the very top of the cycle, you cannot make that. So third time is the charm. Let's go around. Jump through. Do the loop. Coming through. Spin dash, spin dash, don't get burnt. There we go. So now the platform will be on its downward cycle, not the upward cycle, and away we go. Flying battery, go brrr. As we come through, up, jump, big jump, fire dash over, land on the platform, fire dash your way over the pit. That is what you're supposed to do. Unfortunately, the cycles were off because we got burnt at the start there, but not to worry as we go through and down. Gonna transform here. Got an extra little thing for the lightning shield here. In flying battery, as long as the roofs have these little electrified magnetic ceilings, you will magnify up to them. It will change gravity on you. As we navigate our way through here, we're at the 43. We want to get through by the 49 at the crushers here. As the 49 cycle activates now, we jump up and away we go, taking the top route through this area instead of going down the bottom route, which is long and mean and hard. We gotta just chill up the top here, waiting for the missiles to hit the flying battery, because why missiles is going to hit itself, I don't know. Eggman doesn't really think about things, does he? This should be about probably a 114 checkpoint as we navigate our way through. In we go, big dump. Whee, 114 checkpoint there. Beautiful. As we come our way through this area. No tails, so we're just gonna have to jump into the boss, but that's fine because Supersonic has increased jump height, it has increased speed, and of course has invincibility as well. So that is Act 1. Now, we're going to just skip the cutscene here by pressing start. It does mean that we're going to lose the lightning shield, but we have other lightning shields that we can grab, and it is not a problem because in Act 2 here, we are going to be going for Supersonic right at the very start. Normally, in Sonic games, top route is best route, but in Mania, they change it up. Top route is not always best route, and in this case, the bottom route is actually the best route. So we've got ourselves Supersonic again as we run ourselves through the stage here. Got to be very careful we don't go any lower down because there is a kill plane down there. And we're just going to run our way through the stage. We're going to grab ourselves a lightning shield that is just across this little gap here in the little hidey hole, grabbing the lightning shield. And as we navigate our way to the next checkpoint, we're going to be setting ourselves up for a glitch. We are going to try a boss skip here. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be despawning a kill plane, and then we are going to be getting ourselves on top of a platform while Tails is underneath, and Tails is going to hit the capsule for us. We get one attempt at it, and we're going to need to despawn ourselves from Supersonic using this checkpoint here. So what we've got to do is we've got to use the lightning shield to do a jump. And then we're going to time that jump in such a way where we despawn the kill plane and Tails ends up falling through a piece of solid geometry. We'll see if we can pull it off. Let's see if we can get our buddy with us. Let's keep Tails with us as we navigate our way through here. So we're coming up to it. Fingers crossed that we can pull this off. So we're going to just jump up here and Tails is going to fly up with us. There he is. Hi, Tails. No, come over here. I don't want you to hit that. So we're going to jump over. We're going to line ourselves up. We're going to hold left. We're going to jump. We failed it. Unfortunately, we jumped a little bit too late there, so we didn't get the speed that we needed over there. And unfortunately for us, the game kills the music, and it also kills the chance to get the glitch because we do not have any supersonic or any lightning shield. Actually, that reminds me, I do actually need to come up here and grab these rings to get supersonic for the boss. As we're going to go through here, navigate our way through the stage. Again, a little bug in the game here. If you die, it sometimes despawns the music, which is pretty cool. But I want to jump off here, grab the lightning shield. Unfortunately, we cannot get back down the area, which means we cannot do it. So we're just going to navigate our way into the boss fight, and away we go. And in we go to the boss fight. Supersonic boss theme. Here we go. So for the boss here, we just need to hit the boss into spikes. He's currently invulnerable until we get the spikes, and then we can hit him by spikes. We want to aim for double hits. So we got some there. One more hit, and the boss... Oh, we didn't quite get it. So we're getting it in a 2 cycle as we come through, and there we go. Hey, like, boss music is finally playing. But yeah, unfortunately, we failed the boss skip there. We end up in this area, as this is a vertically looping area. We come from the top down to the bottom, and Tails will hit the capsule for us. But unfortunately, we jumped a little bit too late there, which meant we didn't quite get the skip. But not to worry as we move on to Press Garden, which is another unique stage here. It is Eggman's printing press. He has a studio. He has a printing press. He's really good with the media, apparently. I wonder if he's come to make an announcement. So we're just doubling back on ourselves here because you guessed it, big ring for Supersonic. Giving ourselves all the rings that we need here. Trying to see if we can make the first possible cycle or the super early cycle if we're lucky. Can we make the super early cycle? Oh, we bonked off the wall there. Almost making the super early cycle, but alas, didn't quite get the height that we were looking for there. As we come through in up and round. And there's a very important thing coming up on this game. And I'm going to need all your help for it. Please get your waving emotes ready. If you have any waving emotes or emojis, we're going to need them for the boss of this stage. So again, another vertically based stage here. Everything will move you up and then moving to the left and right to find the next area where you can go up. And now we're going to try and do an almost vertical drop dash here. Let's see if we can pull this off. So we come in, we come around, we land on this platform, we do a drop dash, we get the drop dash. Didn't get enough height on it, but we got up there, skipping a part of the level, which is very nice for us. Grabbing the fire shield again, which we will be using for a later part of the level. As we're going to run our way through here. Shout out to launch base with this giant cylinder there. And we're going to run our way through. This is where I'm going to need you. We're coming to the boss fight. So everybody, if you've got your emotes, please wave to the boss. Hi, boss. How you doing, boss? I'm sorry we have to beat you up. Again, these bosses did nothing wrong, but we just got to come in and beat them up. So 6 hits in the boss by jumping into the room there very quickly. And away we go. Bye, boss. Bye. So the boss is away, and we're going to do ourselves a little bit of swag here. So if you finish the stage and you face to the left, keep an eye on Sonic when he does this. Keep an eye on Sonic. Swag. Moonwalk. Woo! So the gimmick in this stage here is ice, specifically getting frozen. But because we have the fire shield, we are completely negating that gimmick, and we are navigating our way through this level as quickly as we can. Making sure that I keep a hold of the fire shield for as long as I am able to. And trying to grab, you guessed it, 50 rings. Currently at 36, which is perfect because we just grabbed some rings here. And away we go. 39, 42, last set of rings here, and away we go. And now, because we are supersonic, we can be frozen. So we want to get frozen by this guy. Wait for the 4th one. Keep a look at Sonic's eyes here. Hello. He's not happy about being frozen. Break through the ice, jump out of the ice, and then jump from the spikes to the platforms, all the way up to the top, to the boss fight in about 45 seconds. And this boss fight is Heavy Shinobi. So we're going to play a game of who has the bigger hitbox. The answer is me. We will get 3 hits on the boss, then the boss will freeze us. And then the final 2 hits here, finishing the boss in 53 seconds, allowing us to finish the stage just like that. Single dash, spin dash, jump, hold left, and away we go. Boom. And that is Press Garden. Now using the power of the Phantom Ruby, Eggman has sent us back to Little Planet, back to Stardust Speedway, back to the past. So this is a maze-like level, but we know which route we need to go to. We're going to try and go the top route of the stage here through the really, really evil room known as the spike room, but you'll see that when we get to it. Enemy getting in the way there, so we got a little bit of a bounce on him, but that's fine as we jump our way through. So we're coming up to the evil spiky room here. Got to be very careful with spike room, because spike room is very, very mean. We got the spikies, but where are they? There they are there. It's not going to hit me. Thank you, Spiky. I'm going to just take this super safe because we don't want to fail and lose our rings. We're already at 40, which is a wonderful amount here. Big jump off the top of the roof. They are grabbing the last of the rings that we need. Transforming to supersonic. Running our way through. In through round. Going to jump and go back on myself there because I went a little bit too fast. Good drop dash there. Was holding the start button a little bit too quickly. Wait for this big jump over. Spin dash jump through straight in. Round. Navigating our way to the stage. Should get to the boss fight about the 1 minute mark, I would imagine. So come down, big jump down, getting stuck on the little part of the level there. Oh, fall in the hole. That's going to be a 105 now. Oh, not enough height. The feels when it's not enough height in the boss. The feels. So 2 hits on the giant ladybug. Take out the little ladybug. Summons 2 more little ladybugs. Or little light bugs. Light bugs, ladybugs. They remind me of ladybugs. And then when the big bug comes back, we hit it 4 times. And that is the boss. Powerful light they've got there, though. Very powerful light. And now we are going to the present. We hit a future sign that sends us to the present. To the stage that is pretty much a stage that will play itself. You get about 15 seconds of game time. Then the game plays itself for about 15 seconds. It's quite fun. So we spin dash. We take the top route here. And then on the top right here, we get stuck into these little areas. Anytime it is smaller than a Sonic-sized shape, it'll put you in a ball form and just speed you across the track. So we hit the rocket here. We get a big jump. We get ourselves through here, grabbing as many rings as we can. And then we'll let the game just go for it. Whee! We jump at the end of the second loop, run our way through it, big jump up, and now the game's playing itself. I'll prove it. Look, man, no hands. Let it play itself there. Run our way through, getting a big jump over there, over the spring, over the kill plane, straight towards the boss. And a nice smooth stage right there. So now we're coming to the Metal Sonic fight. Metal Sonic has 3 phases. He has a running section, he has a Silver Sonic boss fight, and then he has a Metal Sonic Kai fight. We are going to skip the Silver Sonic fight using the only version of zipping in this game. You might be wondering, why aren't we doing level wraps or zipping in this game? That's because the developers were aware of this and made it so it's not possible. Anytime you are stuck in a piece of level geometry you are not supposed to be in, you will go up. So we're going to line ourselves up in a pixel. We spin dash. We hold left. We release it. We jump. We jump again. We go all the way up the wall. We hit the checkpoint for safety reasons. And then we have skipped the Silver Sonic boss fight. And we are now at the Metal Sonic Kai fight. Metal Sonic Kai is a pushover, so I'm going to explain the rest of it. What we did there is we lined ourselves up on a specific pixel. We charged a 1-tap spin dash. We released the spin dash, and as we were about to hit the wall, we released right. That got us stuck in the wall, and we then did a singular jump, followed by an immediate double jump that then allowed us to jump all the way up the wall, skipping the Silver Sonic fight. The reason that that works is because when you're in an area of geometry you're not supposed to be in, the only way you can go is up. That is the only way you can go is up. And because of that, it means that we can't do any level wraps, at least in Mania mode here. If you do Encore mode, there's some tricks in there waiting for you. So welcome to Hydro City. One of the harder stages in the video game because we don't actually hit any checkpoints. Because of the route we take through the stage, we take a mix of the upper, middle, and lower route. We don't actually get a checkpoint until we're at the boss fight. The problem with that is that we're trying to make a box cycle, and if we're late on the box cycle and don't end up doing it correctly, we'll get squished and sent back to the start of the stage, which is not what we want to do. So down to the bottom right we go here. That is the bubble shield. The bubble shield, the final of our elemental shields, that gives us the bubble bounce that you'll be seeing at the start of Act 2, as well as allowing us to breathe underwater and deflect projectiles. With Supersonic, it means that he can breathe underwater, which is really nice for us. Here is the box cycle that we waited on. We do not want to get squished, as away we go. Straight through, up and in. Heading towards the end of the stage now. We're going to do a run. Hopefully, turn around. Didn't get through the ground there, which is fine. It's only a couple of seconds time lost there. Nothing to worry about. And now we come to a lovely little checkpoint and a cutscene. It's Eggman in his scuba gear. Excuse me while I wipe my nose. So now we just gotta wait for this. This is kind of like a little auto-scroller section. We just gotta wait for the wall to lower down. And it doesn't matter that we're supersonic, because increased jump height doesn't help us here, because we got to the top before the wall was ready. Way to go, buddy. And now, for those of us that have played Sonic 3 before, it's time for a reverse boss fight. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't leave your eggmobiles unattended, or random hedgehogs and or foxes or echidnas may come and commandeer it for a little bit. So the boss here is going to drop ourselves all these mines. We don't have to worry about the mines until the mines are going to be ahead of him. He's being a little bit of a troll right now, which is unfortunate. Gonna no troll, mate. Gotta make sure I keep this bubble shield. It makes a nice canopy. Oh man, he's going to the left a whole lot. You don't want to see it. Normally he moves to the right, but today he's being a little bit of a troll. Also, no music, unfortunately. He's going to the right. He juked me. So we're just going to wait for him again. Put him up all the way over. And away we go. Hey, we finally get boss music, apparently. Straight through to the end of the stage. And now you can see we have the bubble bounce here. So we're going to be using this bubble bounce to our advantage at the very start of the stage here. We're going to try the triple bubble bounce to try and skip a cycle. Let's see if we can pull it off. Triple bubble bounce. 3 bounces in a row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And away we go. Skipping the cycle. Meaning we don't have to fall down to the bottom area. We don't have to wait on the second cycle. And we get ourselves up there nice and easy. And now there are exactly 53 rings between now and the very first checkpoint in this level. So we're going to be using that to our advantage to try and grab ourselves as many of those rings as we can to get you-know-who, Mr. Super Sonic. As we run our way through, and away we go here. Deliberately losing the bubble shield there so I can get access to the drop dash, by the way. Well, you have an elemental shield. The elemental's power takes precedent over the drop dash. So you either have the elemental power or you have the drop dash. You can't have both. There we have all the rings we needed by the first checkpoint. And away we go in a supersonic. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to just be double back on ourselves, hitting on the slope, doing a big jump up, skipping half the level there. Using path swapping to our advantage there. Going to do it a second time as well. Because what we're doing is this game runs off path swappers. It runs off foreground layers and background layers. Once you hit a path swapper, you will end up on the proper area that you want to go to. We're going to do it again right here. As we come our way down there, we're just going to jump straight through the ground because the ground is solid. The ground is solid only from the bottom there, not from the top. So you can face right through it, taking us into the boss fight. And the boss fight going to show us exactly what we need to do. The boss is on the left-hand side of the screen. Mines are coming in from the right. We need to hit the mine and then send the mine to the boss. However, we are supersonic. We are invincible, which means we too can hit the boss. This allows us to get extra hits on the boss that normally we wouldn't be able to get. We want Tails to grab the extra bubble there into Ad 2. It is the Ad 1 boss from Hydro City in Sonic 3. 7 hits on the boss here. And away you go. Stay flying, hit the capsule. And down we go. Heading straight to the next area, which is going to be an auto-scroller. And we got this little cutscene that we can't skip first. Straight over and in we go. So now we have the trio in Mirage Saloon here on the plane. Here's Heavy Magician. Oh no! Goodbye, Knuckles! Oh no. Knuckles does a different Mirage Saloon one. Some argue that it's the better stage as we go through. So now this is an auto-scroller stage. We cannot speed this up. There is nothing we can do about it, at least at this part of the level. We have a number of enemies here. We got the little armadillos. We got the flying birds. And we got the little cactus people. And now, as of those 6 rings, we cannot get 50 rings anymore. If I take any damage now, I will not be able to get 50 rings. And I will not be able to grab myself supersonic. So we're going to be very careful we don't take any damage as we navigate our way through here. So again, while we're going through here, don't forget that this is a charity marathon. This is the No Kid Hungry Marathon. Raising money for the Corona Relief Crisis and Recovery Fund. If you can, please donate. We have a number of incentives still coming up. And don't forget, you can be entered in to win some really cool prizes as well for as little as $5. And here we have the final shield in the game. It is the original shield from Sonic 1. Now, because this one doesn't actually have any special elemental power-up, we can drop dash with this shield, which is really cool. But yeah, do take a look at the bottom of the screen there. We do have a rotation of the donations that are available and showcasing some of the prizes as well. Do please keep your donations coming in. You've all raised a fantastic amount, and it's much appreciated and massively impressive. So now what we're going to do is, once the train is on the screen and moving left, we are transforming into supersonic. The game is now very confused. And by that, we're going to hit the checkpoint and then we're going to die. Wait a minute. That's not right. But it's fine because we hit the checkpoint. So we skip the entire train section here. Go straight into the little gun here that launches us straight back up onto the plane, skipping the train section. And away we go. And away we go. Heavy Magician is back here. Hello there. I don't have a hat. I should have a hat on for this. Summoning a giant caterpillar. A giant caterpillar will jump out of the sand. Will it jump twice? It will. So it will jump a third time. I need you to do that pattern once more, please. Will you jump once? Will you jump 3 times? Let's find out. You jumped once. You jumped twice. We got a perfect pattern on the boss. Beautiful. That boss can do a number of things. It can either jump once, jump 3 times, move to the left, or move to the right. And I have the hiccups. But no, we are now coming into Mirage Saloon Act 2. Unfortunately, Tails gets shot down in the tornado. But that's fine, because we're going to cheer him up with some ice cream. So we're going to navigate our way through the stage here. Again, grabbing 50 rings as quickly as possible. Using these ring boxes that are just lovingly placed through the zone here. There's another 30, so away we go. Transform into Supersonic. Run our way through the stage here. Big drop dashes up, allowing us to go through the ramps here. Hitting the water, remembering to stay hydrated. Big jump up into the gun here. Firing ourselves across the stage, going towards the top route here. Nicely top route handled. Going through. In, down, round. Do not hit the chair. We did hit the chair. Feels bad because the chair slows us down. Hit the keyboards. Big bumps off. And then we're going to need our buddy Tails because we're going to line himself up with some ice cream because he's going to skip a boss for us. So our buddy's going to appear. Have some ice cream. Nom, 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 nom. So as he goes down for the ice cream there, we tighten and we jump at the ice cream, and Tails hits the boss capsule for us, allowing us to skip the boss in this stage, line up with the ice cream, jump at the ice cream, hit the capsule, finishes the stage, no boss for us, and away to Oil Ocean we go. Oil Ocean, an absolutely fantastic stage in Mania here. They've taken a stage that a lot of people didn't like in Sonic 2 and made it into something special, in my opinion. Really good stuff here. Cool effect with the fire shield here. It lights the oil on fire. Do not try that at home. It is not recommended. And then we transform into Supersonic, and we're going to navigate ourselves back to the top level of the stage here, the top pathway, as it is faster. Using the extra jumps here to our advantage, the increased jump height, allowing us to get back up through round. Are we going the top or the bottom right here? We are going the bottom right as we missed the little platform there, but that's fine because it takes us to this area that allows us to go straight up, down, and through. Don't want to hit any of those platforms that will send us into the sky. We don't need them because the boss is just over here. Line up on the platform, and we're coming to Bob the Builder. If you have any You Tried emotes, please use them now because here's Bob the Builder. Can he fix it? Yes, he can, but unfortunately, we got to intervene, and he doesn't even get an attack off, unfortunately. Sorry, Bob. So now we're just going to line ourselves up in this position here. As you can see the smog on screen, this smog is the gimmick for Act 2. This smog will start draining our rings at 1 ring per second. Unfortunately, as long as we never hit that lever there, the gimmick never activates. So the smog is going to stay on screen. It's never going to drain our rings, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Feels good. So line ourselves up against the wall there. Gives us a nice big speed boost. Skipping up to this area. Big dashes over with the fire shield here. And we are going to do ourselves some more foreground background shenanigans. So right now we are on the foreground of the level. Some items are in the background of the level, like that pipe there, where we ended up in the background. So we're going to abuse the layer that we have here, and we're going to use Tails to have fun with it. So we're going to navigate our way through the stage here, and we're going to place ourselves in between a foreground and background layer switching area. So we come up here, we come in here. So we're in between a foreground layer and a background layer. We're on the foreground background right now. Now we're on the foreground. Tails is in the background. So we grab Tails, We are now in the background. This means that the level is no longer solid. We come into the oil here. We jump once in the oil that flows us all the way down over the kill planes. This allows us to navigate our way through the stage here. We should still be in the background, hopefully. So we jump with tails. Tails will fly. We jump on tails. And then, oh, unfortunately, we ended up in the area where we hit the foreground again. So unfortunately, no boss skip for us. Feels bad. So we accidentally hit one of the invisible triggers that you can't see. That put us back into the foreground, meaning we have to do this boss fight. And as you can see, riveting gameplay while we just wait for the all-scroller effect to happen. All these attacks that can do nothing against Supersonic. But alas, we tried it. I reckon what happened is the area before the submarine had the path switcher. So because we hit the path switcher there, we ended up going back inbounds instead of remaining out of bounds, meaning we couldn't fly over and land on this capsule, finishing the stage in about 1 minute 20. But it doesn't mean we're going to skip this cutscene and go straight in a lava reef, or as we love to call it, lava beef. Why? Because R can't spell and accidentally wrote beef instead of reef one day and it became a meme. So this is my favorite stage in the game. It is so fun to play. The music is amazing. And we're going to run our way through this area. So we're going to go off the beaten path here just once to go grab all these rings, because these rings will allow us to transform in a supersonic right at the very start here. Straight through, in and round. Spin dash our way through the stage now. Not much to do in this one. It is just smooth movement. No glitches or anything that we need to worry about, which is nice. Tails actually being a bro and hitting that for us. And then betraying us by jumping and spin dashing backwards. Thanks, Tails. One day he'll spin the right way for us. Today was not that day. Running our way through this area. Straight through, in and up. And away we go. Big jump up and in. Through we go. Gonna wait ourselves until it hits the top of that marking on the background there. Visual cues for a lot of these jumps are really, really cool to have. Straight through the crusher. Not having to worry about it. Gonna hold down until the bottom of the ramp here. We run our way over, making sure we navigate our way through this part. We've got ourselves a really big jump coming up now, which is really cool if we can get it. Let's see if we can handle it. Big jump. Oh, not quite up all the stairs there, but we got a good way up. Straight through and in. Big through, up, in. Big jump over. Skipping part of the stage there. Gonna run our way through. Again, all these things should normally hit us, but Supersonic's invincibility coming in handy, keeping us alive as we're getting very close to the boss fight here. Running our way in. There's going to be a fire shield down the bottom here. No point in grabbing them because I'm going to do a really cool thing once we get to the next stage here. So here comes the boss. It is a giant driller. Can't hit it right now because it has super armor. We need it to get rid of its super armor by heating up the armor twice for the middle, 3 times for the left and right hand side. Once it comes down again, it is going to line itself up. There's the second one. So now we can hit the middle here. We want to just get the remaining hits on the boss as it's going to jump down and should have 3 more hits to go. 1, 2, 3, and the boss is gone. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a really cool graphical glitch here. It doesn't save any time. In fact, it actually loses a bit of time to do it. But it's a marathon. I really want to show it off. I'm going to show you Dark Lava Reef 2. So while this cutscene is taking place, we're going to wait for the level transition to happen. So as the stage gets dark there, we hit start. It's going to be slightly darker now. So now we have Dark Lava Beef. And you get to see this amazing crystal effect. Watch the crystals all changing color here. It looks so amazing. Just look at how cool it is. It can go darker, but it requires really precise timing to get it a little bit darker than it is now. It's really cool when you pull it off, but just look at it. Look at the way that the lights just light up the different effects. It's so cool. So we're going to grab a big ring here, and then we're going to jump into the box and transform. The box pushes us into the wall, and once again, we jump up the stage here. This is the only other instance of using a zip or collision there. And that's the last time we ever get to see it. So no vertical rips, no vertical wraps. The closest we get are those 2 cool jumps that we get to do. So we're just running our way through the rest of the stage here. As we run our way through, the lava is bright, the crystals are bright, but the stage is dark and lighting up all the different shadowy areas, which is really cool. It's really cool and really fun. And we're coming up towards the boss fight now, which is going to be Heavy Rider and Jimmy the Motorbug. Unfortunately, the boss fight itself is after a level transition, so it will brighten back up to normal here. I would love to try and do this one in Dark Lava Reef mode as well. So, Heavy Rider will be riding Jimmy the Motorbug here. We want to try and get 4 hits on the left-hand side, 4 hits on the right. That's not going to happen. There's 3, 4, 2, 3. Nope. Where you going? 3, 4. There we go. Away we go. Here comes our capsule. We want to hit it with tails as we fly across there. And now, heading into Metallic Madness, where I've got one question for you all. Is it anime? Is this anime? You tell me. As at the very start here, we're going to try and do a cool drop dash, landing on to skip a platform here. Nice platform skip. Away we go. Is this anime? Intentional damage boost here because we want to stay on the top path of this stage. If you fall down at the bottom on this stage, just restart. It is not worth trying to fight with the bottom. The bottom has a lot of the foreground background layer shenanigans where you have to hit the flippers, go into the background of the level. You can see extra platforms in the background there. We will be doing it a little bit, but we only do it once or twice. We don't actually have to do it for a majority of the level here. As we run our way through, we are 8 rings away. We are 5 rings away. We are 2 rings away. We are super sunk. Goodbye, anime. No anime for us now. As we jump our way through, navigating to the top side of the stage. Here's the background that we're going to go to. Boing, flip. To the background we go. And we're going to run our way through here. So we only have to do this background layer once, thankfully. But if you fall down, you get sent to the background layer about 3 times. As we come through to the surprise Sonic 1 boss. This is Sonic 1 remastered. So Eggman is going to be in one of the 5 pistons. You have to find out which piston he's in and then go and hit him. We'll see how many times Tails will get squished. Hopefully none, but it's entirely down to him where he wants to go. Where does he want to go? That is the question. He's going to get squished. Well, there he goes. One more hit before he moves into his desperation move. Desperation phase we go. There's the hit coming in. Tails once again getting swished. Eggman will now appear on every 4th piston. 1, 2, 3, 4. There he is. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There he is. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One more hit to go. Where will he finish? And away he goes to the end there. And that is Metallic Madness Act 1 complete. Again, we are going to just slow ourselves down because we do not want to send that flying into the air, wasting some time here. As we're now coming into Act 2. Act 2 is where we're going to get to see everybody's favorite character. The gimmick in this stage is Chibi Sonic and Chibi Tails. So they're going to get hit by the shrink ray. Honey, I shrunk the characters. And they're going to end up in a really cool... Oh, that's bad. Well, that was great. Thankfully, we're grabbing a decent amount of those rings there, so I'm just going to actually slow myself down here. Go and grab this thing by not getting hit by it. Run our way through. Don't get hit again. Thank you very much. Backup rings there required. Into the background we go. Still got enough rings, thankfully. Chibi Sonic! He's so tiny. He's so chibi. So running our way through here is going to have enough rings, which is fine. Going to transform into Super Sonic. Goodbye, saxophone. Run our way through the Metallic Madness contraption here. Not getting crushed there, which is nice. Probably not making the 58 cycle, unfortunately. But that's fine. We'll probably get the 104, 105 maybe? Oh, definitely not. We're already at 56. They'll probably be a 109 or a 112. Through we go. Big jump. Let's see what cycle we're going to make. 106 maybe? Yeah, we got the 106. Sweet. Not bad. We got the 106 cycle. All right, so we're going to do this boss as Chibi. It is a giant gacha machine. I hope you're ready for your prize. 1, 2, 3, and the boss is gone. That's the boss from Sonic 1. There's the boss from Sonic 2. There's an Amy doll. Another boss from Sonic 2. Another boss from Sonic 1. Another Amy doll. Again, we just got to hit all these until they go through. Amy doll just standing there, not having fun with us. Tails, fly, hit the boss, see if you can hit him in time. Off the screen for us, buddy. Nicely done. Tails wins an Eggman. Tails wins himself an Eggman, and we head ourselves to the next stage, the final action stage of the game, which is Titanic Monarch. My personal favorite stage in the game. Favorite new music as well. Absolutely fantastic stage coming up here. Bum. So we want to make sure we just land down in this area, grabbing ourselves all the rings that we need as we run our way through with the gravity orbs. We need Tails for one more little job, one more help here. He should be able to do it, but we'll see how it goes. Buddy, will you take us up your secret route here? Fly me up, buddy. There we go. And now you can go rest easy, my prince. But of course, Tails being Tails, he's a bro. He's going to come back and help us every time. Into the crash test dummy. Sonic not happy about being stuck in there. As we run our way through the stage, we're going to head towards the gravity orb room. But the gravity orb rooms are going to be there. It's going to be up to us to try and get up here in one cycle. Can we do it? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got up there in one. Beautiful. And now let's see if we're going to get ourselves some wonky camera. Big jump up. Camera moving slowly. Will we get some wonky camera? Let's find out. Big jump up. Will we be going slow? We're going to be doing this blindfolded. Here we go. So as we're moving off screen here, the camera is trying to catch up with us, but unfortunately not able to until we finally drop dash. And the game goes, oh Lord, I should catch him. Doing that little section blindfolded there, just because objects that are not on screen do not have collision. Gotta be very careful though, because you do not want to get squished, which would be real bad. Making our way up to the top of the stage here. We're almost at the end to the red eye section. The Crimson Eye red eye boss fight incoming. To the top we go, outside of this giant monarch robot that he's made. Through and in and away we go. It's Crimson Eye. Again, very similar boss fight to Sonic 3 and Knuckles here. First phase, we have to hit him 8 times to get rid of all the big orbs. The second phase, instead of firing a laser beam, he controls gravity. He will move the elevator up and down. If he moves down, we have light gravity. If he moves it up, we have heavy gravity. As Sonic and Tails, it doesn't matter because we have increased jump height, so it doesn't matter what he does. Finishing the stage in about 2 minutes. As we move our way through the next area here into Titanic Monarch Arc 2. The room is split into 5 different areas. We start in our starting area here. From the starting area, we will want to go into the bottom left first, as the bottom left area will contain a lightning shield in its secret exit. And Supersonic plus lightning shield are really good that we want to have. So we're going to go down here again, crash test on it, skipping part of the level by jumping out here. Gonna see if we can do ourselves a drop dash up the wall. Again, running on a wall that is technically not supposed to be runnable on, but we'll see if we get it. So we're just gonna line ourselves up here, slow ourselves down, hit this for backup, jump up the wall, and away we go. Straight up the wall at a really steep 10-degree angle there. Getting our way through 2 rings short of a supersonic. But that is fine because we get more rings up here, landing on this early cycle, which is beautiful. Straight through and around the bottom area here. We will wait with transforming until we get into the secret area. Up. In through, and then I'm just going to transform now because it'll allow me to land on the spring. That allows me to get up and into the secret area with our lightning shield. We now have the lightning shield, which means all the rings will magnetize to us, allowing us to keep supersonic for the rest of the stage. Going to be very careful here at these pistons. These pistons are evil. They will crush you if you are not careful. Worst thing you want is to be on a good pace run and then have these pistons crush you. Not what we want to see. As we run and jump our way through the stage here, we've got ourselves more of these little gravity orbs to navigate our way through. Going to take a cheeky little shortcut with Supersonic because we have the invulnerability, allowing us to run over the spikes here. Straight through, in and down we go. Going to go into another crash test dummy. How does Supersonic feel about being a crash test dummy? Let's find out. He too is not happy about it. So that is the left-hand side of the stage done. We are now on the right-hand side. The top right here has more pistons and then becomes a very vertically based stage with the gravity room. We did the first gravity room very well. Can we do the second gravity room? Let's find out. As we bounce our way through, we've got ourselves the gravity orbs here. We want to get up onto the first 2. We then want to get up these next one in a set of 3 jumps. Can we do it? 1, 2, and 3. Not a bad gravity room there. Got a little bit of swag coming in the last room here. Keep an eye on Sonic as he swags while he runs up the wall. Woohoo! Upside down on the ceiling. Getting ourselves over. And coming up is the boss fight. This boss fight is invincible. We are invincible. We can only hit the boss once his shield goes down. So my question to everybody in chat. How many times will Sonic and Tails boink off the shield and make the boing noise? Give me a number between 50 and 80. See who can get the closest. as we come into the boss room now. How many bounces off the boss's shield will we get? Give me a number between 50 and 80. How will it go? We are at 20 hits right now. The boss becomes vulnerable. We get our 5 hits. We are at 32. Now he's going to send us into the heavy room. We are at 38 hits as we go into heavy gunner room number 1. Should be the only heavy room we see. We're at 48 hits. The boss has now got 2 more hits left. If you said 66, you are today's winner. 66 bounces off the boss. Boss is now gone. And because we are supersonic, we are heading to the final supersonic exclusive fight. We are heading to Egg Reverie. The Phantom Ruby has pulled 3 of us into this weird time and space dimension. The timer has went insane. We have the Chaos Emeralds floating around us. Heavy King has stolen the Phantom Ruby. He demands the power. Eggman is not having it. They are fighting each other over the Ruby. 8 hits on each boss. Who will win? Of course it's going to be us, but here we go. Finishing the stage. 8 hits on the boss. First hit on the boss here is always scripted. You just hit the little orb and then go in the little hole that it makes. The rest of the hits will hopefully be done on the ground here. Let's see if I can spin dash through his orbs and hit the boss. There we go. That's a nice quick hit. Eggman in this fight, literal pushover. He can hit us. We can hit him nice and quickly. We want to see if we can do this on all 8 hits of this boss there. Not getting through that one. We want to try and jump in before he fires his orbs at us. The orbs will remove 5 rings from us every time we get hit. There's a constant ring effect happening as well as a constant magnet effect. As of course our rings are still draining. So we got to be very, very careful with what we do here. Spin dash our way through, trying to get quick hits on this boss fight. Good hit there. What are we at? Let's get through. Straight hit in there. Beautiful. We got ourselves a couple of more to go. Nice hits. Beautiful hits coming through here. Oh, there we go. Where's he coming from? Not many hits to go now. We're coming up towards the end of the run here. Time is on the final hit of Robotnik. He juked me. He's going to fire his big orbs at me now. There we go. Final hit coming up. And there we go. That is time. That is time, and that is Sonic Mania, Sonic and Tails, good ending, completed in 56 minutes, 47 seconds there. Not hitting a lot of the tricks that I would have liked there. We didn't get any of the big major boss skips, unfortunately, but hopefully you enjoyed the run nonetheless there. And that is it for me. That is it for me with the Sonic runs. Again, a big thank you to SpeedGaming for running this marathon and for accepting my runs to it. Big thank you to all of you who donated for the Big the Cat story run as well. Do please keep your donations coming in. There are still many more marathon runs to come. Many more incentives still to be met as well. And some really good prizes to win. Do take a look at that. But that is all for me. So I will catch you next time. I'm going to hand it over to the next runner. Everybody, have a good time. And I hope you enjoyed the runs. Bye.